Hello everyone, we are back with one more question of our level up series. So let us see our today's question. Our today's question says, count subarrays with fixed bounds. So let me read the question for you all. The question is, we are given with an integer array nums and we are also given with two integers min k and max k. A fixed bound subarray of nums is a subarray that satisfies the following conditions, such that the minimum value in that particular subarray is min k and the maximum value in the subarray is max k, which are provided to us. So the number of subarrays which satisfies these two properties, such that the minimum value is min k and the maximum value is max k. So we need to determine the number of such subarrays. I hope you all know what do we mean by subarray. A subarray is a contiguous part of an array. So let me tell you this question with the help of an example. In example number 1, we are given with an array nums 1, 3, 5, 2, 7, 5. The minimum value should be 1 and the maximum value should be 5. So our first subarray possible is only 1. Is it satisfying this property? No, because in 1, the minimum value is also 1 and maximum is also 1. But for it to be a fixed bound subarray, the minimum value should be 1 and the maximum value should be 5. So it is not satisfying that property. 1, 3 is also not satisfying because min is 1, max is 3. Min should be 1 and max should be 5. So this is also not satisfying. In 1, 3, 5, the conditions are satisfied. In a subarray 1, 3, 5, the minimum value is 1 and the maximum value is 5. So the condition is satisfied. So 1, 3, 5 is a fixed bound subarray. So we will increment our result by 1. Now in 1352, also the condition is satisfied. In 1352, the minimum is 1 and the maximum is 5. So now our fixed bound subarrays become 2. One is 135 and the second is 135. In 13527, now if you will see any other possibility, there are no further possibilities for a fixed bound subarray. Because in 13527, the minimum is 1, but the maximum is 7. So it is not a fixed bound subarray. And in the similar fashion, there is no more possible fixed bound subarrays for this particular array nums. So what we will do, we will directly return 2 in our answer because there are only 2 possible fixed bound subarrays. So I hope you all are getting. In example number 2, the minimum value should be 1 and the maximum value should be 1 for it to be a fixed bound subarray. So, and nums is given to us as 1, 1, 1. So in this particular case, the total number of fixed bound subarrays will be 10, because in this case, every subarray of nums is a fixed bound subarray because nums contain only 1, and as per min k and max k, the minimum value should be 1 and the maximum value should also be 1. So every possible subarray will satisfy the condition. So number of subarrays will be equal to the number of fixed bound subarrays for this particular example, and we will return 10 in this particular case. So I hope the question is clear to you all. Now let us see how we are going to solve this question. What we are going to do is, in order to find fixed bound subarrays, we need to keep a track of the minimum value in that particular subarray and the maximum value in that particular subarray. If the minimum value is equal to min k and maximum value is equal to max k in a particular subarray, then it is a fixed bound subarray and we should increment the value by 1. So for this, we have defined some of the variables. And the first variable is result, in which we are storing the number of fixed bound subarrays. So initially the result is 0. One is our bad index. In bad index, if for a fixed bound subarray, the elements should lie in the range min k to max k. Suppose min is 1 and max is 5, so the number should lie between 1 to 5. If any number is lying outside that particular range, so that we are going to store in our bad index. Left index will help us to keep the track of the last occurrence of min k, and right index will help us to keep the track of the last index of max k. So I hope the variables are clear to you all. Now we are iterating through our entire array. We are checking if nums at the index of 5 is greater than or equal to min k, and then nums at the index of 5 is less than equal to max k. If this condition is true, it means it is lying in our range. So, but if I add not equal to operator before it, it means if this condition is false, it means the number is lying outside that particular range. If the number is lying outside that particular range, so that particular index we are going to store in bad index. For keeping the track of last occurrence of min k, we are doing if nums at the index of I double equals to min k, left index equals to I. And if for keeping the track of last occurrence of max k, we are doing if nums at the index of I double equals to max k, then right index should be equals to I. Now we will store our result. How our result will get stored? Max of 0, comma, min left index, comma, right index minus bad index. What will this do? And this condition will help us to find whether it is a fixed bound subarray or not. If this value, min left index, comma, right index minus bad index, is greater than 0, it means that particular subarray is a fixed bound subarray and we are going to add that particular value in our result. And once this entire loop gets completed, we are going to return the result variable. So I hope the question is clear to you all. How we can calculate the number of fixed bound subarrays. In this, we are not using any extra space, so space complexity is constant, and we are iterating through the entire array, so the time complexity is going to be big of n. So I hope the question is clear to you all. If the question is clear, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.